It is often said that a sheet of paper cannot be folded in half more than 7 times. To test this, Kari took a piece of paper and began folding it. By the seventh fold, the paper had become so compact that continuing to fold it was impossible. Then, to see whether size made a difference, they gathered a much larger sheet of paper. It was 4 meters wide and 4.5 meters long, but even by the third fold, the paper had already become significantly smaller. By the eighth fold, they had to use a mallet to continue folding. At that moment, the myth seemed to be true. Going further by hand was impossible. To push past this limit, they used a sheet of paper the size of a football field. Since no such paper existed, they taped together 17 giant rolls. Finally, it was time for the test. Everyone lifted one end of the enormous sheet and carefully carried it over to the other side. Because of its size, every step had to be taken with great care. They folded the paper at perfect right angles each time. By the seventh fold, the paper had become unbelievably heavy. One more fold would be enough to shatter this legend. As they expected, the larger the paper, the easier it was to fold. The myth was officially debunked, but they didn't stop there. At this point, human strength was no longer sufficient, so they used a road roller and a forklift. In the end, they not only surpassed the 8-fold limit, but astonishingly managed to fold the paper 11 times.